name's Shelby Thompson. I'm with AFT Custom Metrics, and we're here at the AMD World Championship. I'm here with Mike with Kiwi Indians. Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Let's talk about your bike a little bit. This is an amazing bike. I noticed the front end, there's a leaf spring there. I've never seen anything like that. Will you tell me a little bit about it?
Leaf springs are very unique to Indian. It was they used them up to 1940 through to 1945. So 1946 they went away from it. But it's a very good front end. It's a very particular front end. It's sort of like a parallelogram. There's a lot going on them. So setting them up is very important. But once you dial them in, you get a very, very comfortable ride. It's got a motor, what they call a motor lamp headlamp. It's I've converted it to a seal beam. This is being built as a rider bike, so we want good lights. I've got 12 volt. Right up on top here, it's Indian signature horn, and it carries front drum brakes for the front end.
That's very neat, Mike. And I have to say, one of the things that's really neat that I noticed that I actually haven't seen before is that you've got oil and gas. Will you tell me a little bit about kind of what's going on there?
Yeah, Indian was into cleanliness and design and simplicity. So the gas tanks, the right side gas tank, the front section of it held about 2.5 quarts of oil. And then the rear section of it is 1.5 gallons of gas, and the left tank is 2 gallons of gas. That gives you 3.5 gallons of gas. This bike here gets 40 miles to the gallon, so you get a pretty good cruising range.
That's so neat. So Indians obviously known for their engines. Will you tell me a little bit about the engine that's in this?
Yeah, this is all stock. This whole bike is a stock restoration. I wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to sample it, build it exactly how it left the factory. 74 cubic inch. There's no high performance cams in it or cam followers or pistons. This is just a stock, bone stock as you can get it, but a very, very good performing engine as well. I built it for reliability.
That's so neat, Mike. Thank you. And then come back here with me for a second. So we noticed a couple things back here. These are pretty neat, but they're not brand new. Is there a story behind this, or?
There's quite a story. There were 5 bikes built as tribute bikes for Rolling Thunder for Memorial Day weekend 2012. Rather than just build a bike and trailer it to Washington, D.C., I decided to pay homage to the POW MIAs, the veterans, the military, and the Coast Guard. So the Coast Guard gave me the flag, and actually, yeah, both of them. And I wanted to fly it all the way. Even though the bike has been cleaned up, I could have put new flags on it for the unveiling in Washington, D.C. The bike was ridden 4,133 miles. It was all secondary roads. My friend Greg and I rode. He rode a 1937 Indian. We don't ride with any backup vehicles. In all honesty, 2 guys should not be allowed to have that much fun on the road. But since I was at it, it was cool. So you know, the flags have a story to tell. That's original. That's gone all the weathering, the dirt, the grime, and they're not going to be clean. They'll always be with this bike.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. It's an amazing bike, and we're so thankful that you're here. One last thing before you go. Can you explain to me just what was your inspiration? What were you thinking about with the build and everything else? Can you characterize, you know, what your thought process was with this machine?
It sort of gets rather emotional, actually. I got personally attached to this bike. It's one thing to build a bike. It's hard to explain. You build a bike, you've got your soul in it, it's got character. When you ride it, you ride it across country, you have those experiences, the people, the motorcycle, the scenery. There's just a lot of memories. You know, the Coast Guard is one of the lesser known military divisions, sometimes not even regarded as a military division, and I really, really wanted to pay those guys homage. We were involved with the San Diego sector, the air sector down there, and they're the finest bunch of guys. Actually, every Coast Guard person that we come in contact with was the finest. So I really wanted to do them good. I just didn't want to build a bike, trailer it to DC. I wanted to pay homage. I wanted to, and the veterans and the POW MIAs all the way across to DC.
Okay, Mike, so if someone out there is looking at this and they want to get a hold of you to have you build them a bike, how might someone be able to get a hold of you to have you do this for them?
We have a website, it's kiwiindian.com, that's K-I-W-I Indian.com, and then we're on Facebook as well, which is Kiwi Indian Motorcycle Company.
Very well, Mike, we are so thankful that you decided to do this build. It's absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here at the World Championship in the AMD tent, and good luck. We're really excited to see where you go with this. Thank you.
Great.